rocking with Bock Boyz Radio. Bock Boyz Radio. Busting through them airways. Now rocking with Bock Boyz Radio. Bock Boyz Radio. Busting through them airways. Now rocking with Bock Boyz Radio.
From the Coyote Man Show Network and Hooligan Express Radio.
Yes, sir. We back right here on Bock Boyz Radio. Y'all know the only place each and every Tuesday we right here at the Coyote Man Show Network. Y'all can tune in if y'all don't already have that app. Go ahead and download that app in all app stores, mobile devices, Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick. Man, make sure y'all get that, or go ahead and watch on Facebook Live, YouTube. Man, y'all catch us everywhere, man. Bock Boyz Radio. And each and every Saturday and Sunday, we live on the Hooligan Express Radio. Shout out to my guy, Squirrel Wide. What's going on? I'm here. I'm your boy, Bock Boyz Shuffa, the voice of the city, and my arm strong. Y'all know what's going on, man. Listen, last week, we wasn't here because it was the 4th of July. So I know y'all missed us, but we back today, y'all. We back today. And I got a special guest co-host with me today. You feel me? Y'all might know him. He's one of the biggest entrepreneurs here in Baltimore City. He going worldwide. He going global. I got my guy, Mr. Ayo Boutique. The bro, what's going on, my good brother?
And it's always good to be here, man. It's always good to see you. If y'all don't know, me and Bock Boy go way, way back. One of the first people to believe in my vision as an entrepreneur. So, you know, we got history. So, yeah.
Yes, sir. This my guy, man. This my guy.
Yes, sir.
And y'all know what's going on. Tell me a little bit about, you know, yourself.
Man, I'm an entrepreneur. I started off just doing music, videography, and the one thing that I always believe is that, you know, God always puts you into certain situations to get you to what's next.
Right.
I ain't never think I would rap. I never thought I would shoot music videos. I really never thought I would be an entrepreneur, but I had to be a hip hop artist to get signed to a $500,000 contract that I didn't get. I had to go through being a videographer to meet the people that I met inside of being an entrepreneur.
Right.
So if I never was an artist and I never did videography, I never would have went to college, and I never would have seen entrepreneurship, which made me say, I like rapping, I like shooting music videos, and I like acting, but being an entrepreneur, I can't be touched. And it's competition in music and videography, but it's also competition in entrepreneurship. I just don't feel like nobody can touch me. You know what I mean? So if I have that feel in this field, then that's what I'm gonna stick to. I'm gonna still do everything else, but I'm gonna stick to entrepreneurship as my thing, and everything else is just gonna be like another stream of income.
And not to cut you off, but you dope in all the lanes that you just
Right.
music, like you dope.
Yeah.
I wish we can play back when you did your bars on the block freestyle. Right?
Oh yeah. I forgot all about
bro.
that. Dang.
Listen, I don't forget nothing.
I forgot all about that.
You
But
dope,
bro,
bro.
I got so many, like, I'm dropping one last project and putting real money behind it.
Oh, and it's hosted by me.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, and I got music that I wrote for a lot of artists. They didn't pay for the rest of it, so I kept the songs.
Right.
But I wrote a couple songs that I really was upset that I wrote for people. So I said, I'm gonna just keep all these songs. And these songs that I wrote for them was me. They're just rapping it.
Right.
And I didn't like it. So now I get to keep those songs, and they just mad dope. So it was easy to put this project out.
Alrighty. So look, let me take y'all to the corner store real quick. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, you need promotion, you looking for sponsors, you can hit up the Coyote Man Show Network. You can hit up Bock Boyz Radio at gmail.com. You can even hit up my guy, Mr. Ayo Boutique. Listen, man, we here. Don't be afraid. If you need help, let us help you get you out your feet.
Definitely.
Get your business pushing. We here. And listen, on top of that, man, listen, we have one of Baltimore's best. She's a life coach. You feel me? She's also a radio personality. You feel me? She do a lot. I even call her entrepreneur because she gets it going. She keeps it moving. We have the one and only Miss Parker. How you feeling?
I
How you
feel
feeling?
good. I feel good. I'm excited to be here. A bit nervous, but excited.
Yes. Listen, we happy to have you.
Thank you.
Let the people know a little bit about yourself.
So, I do life coach, but I'm actually a medium,
Okay.
which means that I talk to, people that have passed, and I see things past, present, future.
Okay.
So in order to be a medium, you have to be able to say, how are you a medium? Are you a medium audio, visual, smell? What senses do you use to be able to have the gift?
Okay.
And so I'm able to see, smell, hear, and feel.
Okay.
And so that is what I do. I life coach. I do readings. I do cleansings.
Okay.
I am on 92Q 2 days a week. Shouts out to Kelson
Big
and
time.
Pork Chop
Big
and
time.
Shay Parker. Also, I'm a part of Illustration Music Group. I think that is the biggest part of everything I do is being a part of Illustration Music Group and having me and Tim Official, we have our own entertainment company.
Okay, that's dope. See, entrepreneur. Like I
Definitely
said,
an entrepreneur.
Shout out to Tim, man. Tell us like a little bit about what you do, at the music group.
So my part is the actually doing the readings.
Okay.
Tim, we have Tim and Jakey Baby, who are the actual artists.
Okay.
Tim and I own Illustration Music Group.
That's dope.
And then Tim is our first artist, and then we have Jakey Baby, who is our who's a second artist. And so right now we're traveling. They're traveling. They're doing a lot of the traveling and making music. And I'm here right now on the home front, doing readings and being able to connect the people with family members or friends and that have passed.
Right.
So that is what I am. That's what I enjoy doing. I would love to be able to do this forever and ever, full time.
So you like the readings you spoke on being able to see. So do it ever kind of spook you out? Like,
So
I was gonna ask that too.
so sometimes it can be a little spooky, like in the middle of the night. So I was just telling somebody this yesterday. So when most people, when they dream, they don't remember their dreams.
okay.
When I dream, I travel.
Okay.
Right? So when I dream, I travel. I'm physically here, but I'm traveling across universes. So I'm able to see things and come back. So one of the things I shared was that there was going to be 3 mass shootings. There were 3. Okay. I shared that there was going to be incidences with kids in school with gun violence. It happened. And so I'm able to see things that not only happen here, but also happen in other places. So a part of the gift is being able to say, hey, this is what's going to happen. Here is your warning. Being able to look at somebody and say, you should go to the doctor. That acid reflux is actually you having a heart attack. They're mild heart attacks. You should get that checked out. And being able to do that, I'm being able to touch everybody. See, being able to help people who are struggling with loss. A big part of what Illustration Music Group does is we help the community. We've fed the homeless. We've given back and done, given away school supplies. We've had a woman empowerment event. So I use my platform to support small Black businesses, but also to be able to give back. Being an entrepreneur is a 24/7 job. If you quit your job to be an entrepreneur, you're going to go from working 8 hours
to 100.
Yes.
Yep.
The sleep is very, very, very scarce. So a lot of times what happens is when spirit comes to me, because what I am is a portal.
Okay.
So they can come to me, they come through me. And so what I'll give identifying factors of what they're telling me. And then, while I'm live, I'm able to connect them with a family member or a friend.
Are you able to see things for yourself?
No. No.
Now I asked that question because I was doing some research before one time, and somebody said before that they can see everything else for everybody, but when it came to themselves, it was like a block.
You can't. So I can't see for myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will get a gut feeling. My intuition will kick in if something's not right. But to actually be able to see for myself, no, because I would have never told you I would be sitting here with you today. I had a gift. I said, I have this gift. I would only do small groups of people in my home.
Right.
Like I was during COVID, I had small groups of people in my home doing readings, doing life coaching. It wasn't until I got in touch with Pork Chop, and shouts out to Pork Chop. I called Pork Chop for something else. Tim and I were doing a women's empowerment group, and I needed a DJ, and I was like, I want Pork Chop. So YN from 92Q connected us, and I got on the phone with him, and I said, this is gonna sound weird, but somebody named such and such is trying to get in touch with you, and he felt XYZ, and he was like, nobody knows that.
Coaches.
Nobody knows that. And so he connected me to Kelson. I got on the phone. He told me, you're going to be on the radio next week. I said, no, I'm not. He said, yes, you are. I said, I'm never going to be on the radio. I never even charged. For years, I would never charge. Just give me a love donation. I wouldn't charge. Because I felt like my gift was free. Why should I charge people? Right. But then when you have to use a lot of energy, you're exhausted. Yeah. It takes away from your life. You have to charge. And, I sat on the phone with Kelson. Kelson was like, we're going to get you on the radio. The next Tuesday, I was on the radio.
Dope. That's dope.
That's how that happened.
I got cold chills all the way up the shoulder, all the way up.
Yeah. What's your name? I'm sorry.
Ayo.
Ayo? Mm-hmm. Ayo, you're going to end up moving west.
Where?
I see like LA, but you won't live there full time, but you will end up.
Yo, go ahead, yo.
You're going to end up moving to LA.
That's real weird because you don't know me. That's the thing.
Yeah, you're going to end up moving to LA, and production's going to be big for you.
So I'm going to piggyback off what you just now said. More coaches on my shoulder. My homeboy opened a business in LA, Speed Runners, right? Mm-hmm. Before I had my daughter, I always told my daughter's mother that I was going to go to LA because, I don't know. I went to LA one time to do some acting. Production company was shut down, but it's the vibe. Like, I always knew I had to be there. Even if it was just like I had like a spot there and I can just go. But I always said I was going to be in LA. So I hope she's watching this so she can be like, that's crazy, because I literally said that years ago. Like, it don't matter what happens.
Yeah, you're going to end up in LA. You'll live there for a long while, and then you'll move out of LA, but you'll still be going to LA to work. But film, you're going to be directing. So production, film, all that. That's for you. You weren't destined for a regular job. You can't do that.
That's wild.
So yeah, LA, you're going to just keep this in mind. It's never going to be about the money. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Because money can get you in some doors, but connections, the way you treat people, the way you make people feel, how you network, people are going to remember you because the way you make them feel. Mm-hmm. You make the janitor feel important. You make the CEO feel important.
That's me.
And because you're able to do that, that's going to open doors for you everywhere you go.
Y'all heard that? If y'all know me, if you know me, you always, bro, for years, I said LA. And my man's been telling me, yo, just come sleep on my couch, yo, for like 6 months. You be straight. You do 2 videos and you be straight. He been saying that forever, but I had my daughter and I said, when she able to talk to me, I'm gonna make that move back and forth. So that's what's up. That's wild.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Congratulations to you. That was wild. I was saying, because you said West first. Mm-hmm. Because my plan is to have a spot in LA and a spot in Atlanta.
You'll go to Nevada. You'll also go to Nevada.
What's up with you? Yo. Hey, yo, I'm tripping, yo. So we just came from there, right? Mm-hmm. I got a card from this guy in the airport. He's starting this solar company with cars or something. But we had a long conversation in the airport, and he was like, "Look, it's not off the ground yet, but you know, when you come back, you know, holla at me. Just holla at me." We was just there for the tank fight, and I've been, like I said, I've been connected. That's why I got the free tank until it's backwards. You know what I mean? I've been chasing them because I add value wherever I go, and I see what they doing, and I want to be there. But when they was in Nevada, I met so many people, so I'm gonna have to have a spot in all these. Go ahead, yo.
Yeah,
You get that, yeah.
it's gonna work out for you that way.
I appreciate that. That's all.
He gonna cry in the car.
Yeah, I am.
You gonna cry in the car?
I'm crying in the car. I'm gonna cry in the hallway. Y'all gonna like, why you walking so fast? Y'all have a good night, y'all.
So the word mother is coming up, and she feels warm. And she feels warm. She smells like brown sugar. One of you lost a mom? You? Would she be your twin?
You can say that, yeah. Look just like.
Did she go suddenly? Like it was fast? Something happened?
Yeah.
Was it cancer? She said, my hair is done.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm tripping.
If my wife watched you, she'll say, yup. She kept saying that.
She said, my hair is done. I look good. She said, well, there were things that I didn't get a chance to say to you.
Okay.
She's like, I love you. She said, I see you. You're doing it.
Appreciate it.
Right.
So she's holding a baby. So you have a baby coming.
Me?
Yeah, she's saying she's holding a baby. So wherever this baby is, this baby's gonna come. This baby's gonna be related to you some way, somehow. This baby.
It might be my sister, baby, because she's pregnant.
Is it a girl?
I don't know.
Okay.
Man.
There's a girl, and then there's gonna be a boy, or vice versa. It's a girl, and it's a boy. But she says she's okay. You wondered if she was like safe. She was safe, and she wasn't alone. She said she felt surrounded by love.
Okay.
Okay, and she was even ushered out in love. Do you know what that means? That means that spirit, people came and got her. Yeah. Ancestors came, and they got her, and they took her out, and that's why she was at peace. Okay.
Yeah.
She was like, I knew my time wasn't going to be long, but I knew I was going to be okay.
Right.
She said something about not having everything in order. Was there paperwork not in order? Were there things not in order before she passed?
Just her lawsuit.
Okay. So when you get a lump sum of money, invest in yourself. Okay. Your purpose, a part of your purpose is to give opportunity.
Okay.
Okay. As long as you're giving opportunity, you're serving people, you'll get blessed 10, 12 times. Because you're greater than this. This is great, but you're greater than this.
Okay.
And you're going to have to relocate to get what you want.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
But she's okay.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Somebody said, look, let me keep my mind clear. She might catch my... He said he want to keep his mind clear so you don't catch him. Like, you got somebody on your phone named Reds, and he got dreads, right? No, you good, bro. You good. So somebody asked, are you a psychic?
I don't believe in psychics.
You heard it, right?
I don't. So I don't. Psychics are made up. You have to tell me how you have your gift. Right? Are you visual? Can you see spirit? Can you hear spirit? Can you smell spirit? Can you feel spirit? Right? Most psychics, what they'll do is they'll sit there and you can have a chocolate chip cookie in your shirt. And they're like, something about chocolate chips.
Yeah, right.
Do you like chocolate chip cookies?
Right.
You're like,
Right. They'll be like, so in order, like I said, in order to have the gift, you have to be able to explain how you have the gift and what works.
Right. That's
Okay.
true. That's true.
Yeah, you can't just say, walk up to people, I got this gift. You have to tell us something that relates. You have to be able to connect.
So, doing readings, have you ever had someone who was in disbelief, like, not believe?
So this lady came to me, and I knew before she walked in the door I read her name on my booking, and I said, okay. I said, I know you're apprehensive. I know you want this, but you're also apprehensive. I said, your mom said, take the blue comb out your purse. She carried the blue comb. It was the comb that she would sit and do her mom's hair.
Right.
She said, how did you know that? I said, your mom had dementia? She said to tell you she's in her right mind. Everything is clear. And she sat there and she just cried. I have people that come and sit in my room. They'll pay for a 30-minute session and cry or vent. That's just what they do.
Right.
Sometimes they just need that comfort. Right? So sometimes a part of my job is give them a hug, sit there in silence with them, affirm that you see them, you hear them, you understand them.
Yep.
And there are people, I don't read everybody.
Yeah. I seen that one time. You was like, I can't do your reading.
Yeah. I tell you in a heartbeat.
Why is that?
So you are not supposed to connect to everybody.
Right.
Not everybody has a good spirit.
Yep.
Right? So
I think you said that too.
yes. And this is my thing. If everybody in the room loves Michelle, I don't like Michelle. Me and Michelle's spirits are not going to connect. I'm not, for some reason, it always works out like that. Whoever everybody in the room loves, their spirit will conflict with mine. So I won't read you. I've had people lie to see if I was going to go along with their lie. And I'd be like, nah, this feels like a lie. I will literally be like, you're lying, and I will shut you down. I will not read you. So, or sometimes it's just your spirit. Your spirit is off for me. Sometimes people need to be cleansed. All right. So a cleansing removes negativity and provides clarity and guidance.
Okay. Sometimes
People will come to get a reading and I say, I can't read you. I need to cleanse you first. Then you can come back for a reading in a week.
Right.
Because, I've told people, like, look, I don't care how much you paid me.
Right.
I can't read you until I cleanse you.
Right.
All money ain't good money. And all spirit ain't good spirit. Some people have generational curses on them.
Ooh.
And I got to break that because I don't want you to touch me. There are people that they want to hug me. I can't hug you. I can't hug you. I can't touch you. I can't. And that's just the way it works. So, yeah, some people are blocked and I can't.
What is a cleanse, though?
So I use sage or Florida water. And so I say a prayer. And then I bless them from the top of their heads to the soles of their feet. And I cover them in the Florida water. I've also have a sage candle I can use. I prefer the oil or the Florida water. And it's just to take off what's on them. And people will break down crying. Oh, my goodness, like Miss Parker, I feel a ease taken off of me. I feel like something's been taken off. And that's what it does. It's to break that heaviness. Some people are just heavy. They walk around with the whole world on their shoulders. So that's what the cleanse is for.
Okay. Dope. Learning something every day.
We here for real.
Learning something every day. So, did you ever have a moment where it was, like it did something to you, telling somebody to read? Like,
so there was a young man that I read him and I saw his death. I was on live and I saw his death while I was on live. And I said to him, I said, look, I know you want to retaliate for your brother's murder, but if you do, they're going to shoot you. They're going to kill you. I said, let me tell you how they're going to do it.
I think I was on your live that day.
I said, they're going to run up the alley that you hang out in. They're going to run up the alley. You're going to be coming out the back of your home. They're going to just start shooting. As soon as they can get close enough to get you, they're going to start shooting you. I said, you'll have several bullets in your body. I said, you have a baby on the way. Your baby will never see you. Your baby will never know you.
I think I was on your live that day.
And he's
sitting in the car, right?
Oh, yep. He broke down crying. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to have to get out of here. I'm going to have to get out of this neighborhood. So I have gotten emotional giving readings. One lady, she was on and she lost her baby. And I was like, but you got your baby back. And at first she kept saying, I lost my baby. And I'm like, No, the baby is here. And I said, go get all your children. Go get all your children, bring them out so I can see them. She went and got her children. I said, that one right there is the baby you lost. She was like, what? I said, that baby is the baby you lost. The baby you lost 3 years ago, this is the baby. Right here. It came back to you.
Right.
It's your rainbow baby. So things like that make me emotional. And sometimes I get too many spirits on me and I have to get cleansed myself. Whew.
Yeah, my wife be watching you all the time too.
Shout her out.
Shout out to Pretty Key. You know, Instagram Pretty Key. She always watching.
Thank you.
But yeah, you know, like you was like the piggyback back to what you were saying, like when someone's blocked, you know, have you ever had someone who tried to, you know, got aggressive because you couldn't do that reading?
I've gotten cursed out. Oh yeah,
because you couldn't read them?
Because either I read them and they didn't like what I said, because I'm very raw. Right. I have no cut cards. I curse. I'm very unfiltered. You know, I believe I don't want to fluff it up. I don't want to fake it for you. I'm not doing that. It's my integrity. I got to pay for this gift one day. I'm not. And so I've been cursed out for not accepting people. They'll be pressing the plus sign and I won't accept them. I've gotten cursed out for that. I've got cursed out for not giving them what they wanted to hear. I've got cursed out if they come through and I'll be like, you know, I don't like you. I've told people on live, I don't know what it is, but something about me does not like you. And I'm not going to read you. And I hope you be blessed and have a good day. And I take them off my live. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been fussed out.
Have you ever had someone, you know, after you do that reading and whatever they asked, you know, that moment came and they gave you a call and, you know, thanked you or whatever?
Yes. I have people that they'll give, like, Miss Parker, especially when it comes to relationships. Oh, Miss Parker, you were right. You said that it was not going to work. It did not work. And I told you he was going to drag you. He was going to do X, Y, Z to you. And this and they'll come back and they'll tell me, thank you. Hey, Miss Parker, I hope you're having a good day. I just want to let you know what you told me was right. I got the house. I got the car. I got approved. You know? And so that it's those moments. Because there are days I feel like quitting. Yeah. Being an entrepreneur, people think because you own a business
that is so easy.
That is easy and you have money.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Well, you know.
I owe Discover right now. Okay, I owe Discover card right now. I hope they never call me. I'm trying to tell you, we don't. When you're starting a business, you don't have no money.
You're not lying though.
You don't have no money. I'm doing it hungry. I'm doing it tired. I'm doing it broke. I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I know that there's a much bigger picture. But not only that, I have people that believe in me. I got Tim. I got Jake. Yeah. I got Garrett, who owns one of Maryland's most best financial companies. He helps mainly Black people get their finances together, right? Collaborative teamwork. He'll call me and say, hey, I'm thinking about you. What's going on? This and third. I have people like Sherry Warren that will reach out. I have Kelson. I have Purchase. And when they don't hear from me, when I get quiet, they know something wrong. Because I'm very outgoing. So when they don't hear from me, they know something is wrong. And they will reach out to me.
As they should.
Go ahead and get a new car.
New car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go ahead and get it.
Okay.
These cold chills is real. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, they hitting me like.
I don't know if you've been thinking about it, but I see a new car. It has a bow. That's how I know it's new. So get the new car.
All right, got you. Got you. So, you know, when like you say you can smell, like what type of smells, like is it like?
So I smell. So whatever the person was wearing, or their normal scent is. Like, I smell Tim's dad all the time, especially in my car, because he and I would drive around to stores. I miss him dearly. We would drive around the stores. I still smell him in my car. Your mom smells like warm brown sugar. Like, she smells like home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I have an uncle that I see, he's passed, and he smells like jupe, that old cologne, smells like alcohol.
Yeah.
You know? And so basically it's like what they were wearing last or what was their normal scent. I can smell that.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, I've seen spirits just walk by. It's hard for me to be in large rooms with a lot of people because I'm physically sitting next to you.
Right.
I'm here present. But mentally, I am reading people. I've been out and I'm reading people all the time.
Just because it be coming to you.
Naturally. It's a natural thing.
That's like the you seen the movie what is it called? What a Woman Want?
I think so.
With Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
So basically it was like a scene where he was telling somebody like, because he can read women's minds.
Mm-hmm.
So basically all the women that walk by, he be talking to somebody like this and he'd be like, my bad. And then he'd be like, what she just say? Like he said he was there, but it's so much stuff going on that he can't stay focused too much, too long, because it's so many. That's wild. When did all of this start for you?
So when I was 10, my uncle had passed, but I knew he passed before they told us.
Mm-hmm.
I dreamt that he had passed. I dreamt that my brother's car had gotten broken into and they smashed all the glass and they messed up the car. And so I would see things. I would go downstairs in the kitchen, sneak downstairs, get water.
Right.
And I was like, oh, there are ghosts down here. Right. So, and it would be from different times in life. Right. So it was this young boy, like a teenager and a younger boy. And it was like they were in the 1920, 1926 type of clothing. They had that bicycle with the big wheel on the front and the small wheel in the back, something like that. And they were on it. And it was like, hi. I was like, okay.
So you
and sometimes it's scary, right? So sometimes the casket dreams are scary for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if I dream a casket, I know somebody's going to pass away close to me. Okay. And so those types of things is like, I wonder who it is. And then I find out, get a phone call like, oh, such a person. God damn, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's the casket dreams that I don't like because I know for sure somebody's gone.
I have a great question to ask you, right? This is great. How has this affected your relationship with friends and family?
So I don't read family.
Okay.
It's too close for comfort. That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will see things and I will not say anything purposely. It's for my peace of mind. A lot of my family don't even know I have this gift because it's something that I learned to be. I grew up in church, right? So I believe in God.
Yeah.
I grew up in church, Baptist church at that. Church 3-4 times a week.
Right.
You know, praise, dance, choir, all that, usher board, all that. So I learned to be quiet. I learned to know when to say something, when not to say something. That's a part of the gift too, that discernment. And my personal relationship, it was like I just knew. Like I had a dream. I saw his bedroom. I saw his weight bench set. Right. This was like a week before I actually met him. Mm. So when I first saw the bench set, I was like, oh, okay, God, now, but is this a warning? Or is this the real deal? Is this it? And then I started to see more things. And those things helped me to be like, okay, this is a good person. This is okay. This feels safe. With my friends didn't even know I was on the radio. My very best friend, Marie, she called me. She said, you on the radio? I said, I was in the studio when she called me. I was like, no. She said, there's a girl on the radio that sounds just like you. I said, girl, let me call you back. I'm at work. I hung up. She is still listening to the radio. They did the playback. I said, damn, I know she gonna know it's me. She called me right back. She said, bitch, that's you.
Right.
I was like, yeah. She said, it makes sense. She said, you've always been that type of friend that just was like, well, what I think I didn't ever want to impose it.
Oh, she ain't know that you could.
No, we've been friends 14 years.
Wow.
That you wouldn't tell them.
Coach, yeah.
Matter of fact,
she said that she wouldn't tell people. I
wouldn't tell people. I would tell people like you find out where you find out. my daughter's aunt just approached me about it yesterday. I hadn't visited her in a while, so I went to visit her, and she was like, so when you going to tell me about Miss Parker? I was like, I was walking out the door, and I turned all the way back around. I was like, what? She said, how long you been on the radio? I said, 2 years. She said, you've been over here. I used to go over there every single week, 3 or 4 times a week. And she was like, you never told me about Miss Parker. I said, people found out. That's how people found out. They hear my voice.
And when your family or friends find out, do they try to get readings too?
No. I won't. I've been reading them. Well, my friends, my close friends, I've been reading them as long as we've been friends without reading them. They just thought it was advice.
Right.
I'm like, oh, you know what? If I was you, I would let this go. Because I think there's bigger coming for you.
That's smart.
Yo.
And so they just thought I was the supportive friend. Yeah. When really the whole time I'm like, girl, this ain't gonna work out.
I'm about to pay attention to everybody. Like, bro, you know what you should do? I'm like, what you trying to tell me?
Yeah,
that's crazy, yo.
So I didn't tell anybody. My daughter found out on listening to me on the radio.
How old is she?
She's 8.
Do you think that she might?
She has the gift. So when she was 3, she told me, she's like, Mom, so you know when I was in heaven? I was like, oh. So I'm trying to be blasé about it, right? And she's like, yeah, when I was in heaven, and it was white, everything was white and gold and blue. And she was like, yeah, so when you go, you have to go like this gold, like it's gold, it looked like rocks. She was trying to say about the walkway. So you have to go through the gate. She said, all the babies are there. She said, when you look down, you choose your parents.
Okay.
And she said, remember, described the night I graduated college is the night that I conceived. She described my cap and gown at 3. She had never seen it. She described my cap and gown to me. And she's like, yeah, and you was wearing this and your hair was a different color. And I was like, So I tried to ignore it. She just told me yesterday morning, I was at work and she called me. She's like, Mike, I tell you something. Such and such. I saw this happening to somebody she loves very dearly. I was like, oh, okay. And so I know, like, first of all, she's been here before. She told me. She said, Mom, she's like, you know how everybody, you got to age? And I was like, yeah. And she was 5. She was like, I have an age too. Like, I got 2 ages. She said, I've been here for, I can't remember the number, it's like 100 some odd years, but I have to live for 200 some odd years. And I was like, oh. She said, how many more years I got to live? So she was explaining to me soul age at 5. So everybody has a soul age, and then you have your birth age, right? So if your soul age is 150, but you live to 50, you have to come back. You have to keep coming back until you finish out your soul age, right? I can tell you on my hand somebody that I know died that was like, they died and went straight to heaven. He told me. He died and came to me and said, this is amazing. My business partner, Tim, he has a gift too. He was like, yeah, this person went straight to heaven. Straight to heaven. And so that happens. So yeah, my daughter has a gift, and it's a little scary for me to watch her develop it. And she's very mature. She's like,
but she has somebody that can kind of
to God,
without having to really be like, oh, you got.
Because I feel like
I would never want to take advantage of her.
Yeah.
Right. My daughter's literally, when she tells you she's been here before, they call her grandma. And
she's 8 now.
She's 8.
Yeah, my mother used to tell me a story. When she was a kid, she used to see spirits and stuff, but she was scared. So
don't be scared.
It
goes away. It goes away. So if you don't use your gift, it definitely goes away.
And my great grandmother had the gift.
Like,
she used to tell us, like, be prepared for this and stuff like that. So
yeah, there are people people who have the gift, they are to lead you along the way. There are people that just dream. And their dreams are for your protection.
Right.
And so they're telling you, like, hey, don't do this XYZ. Don't do such. I had a lady who I told her, I said, listen, you gonna buck a U-turn? I said, you don't drive that well. You're going to buck a U-turn. You're going to get T-boned. Please don't do it. Your car is going to be totaled. She called me 3 months later. She said, Miss Parker, my car is totaled. She called me from the accident. She said, but I feel like it wasn't my fault. I said, did you make that U-turn, go up and make the U-turn through the loop? She was like, yeah. I said, it was your fault.
It was your fault, baby.
Because the car was coming straight. You tried to do a quick U-turn. That was it. That was it. And so that's a part of the gift, to be able to see things and hear things and feel things for other people.
Okay. Whew. So, all right, you ever watched a show called The Ghost Whisperers? It's a lady, you know what I'm talking about? The lady who be seeing spirits, like people that ain't cross over.
You said
like,
people didn't cross over?
Yeah. The spirits might still be there.
So that's what happens.
Haunting family members or something.
That's what happens. Yeah,
okay.
they don't cross. They're still here.
Why wouldn't they cross?
Why spirits wouldn't cross?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not their time to cross, right? They have to come back. You have to come back here, right? So you have to learn. You have to pass a test here, right? So this is the part that people forget. We are not physical beings having a spiritual. We're spiritual beings having a physical experience, right? Right. So you ever heard of? Well, everybody's heard of aliens, right? They are real. Yeah. Aliens are real, right? So if you left and your spirit was reincarnated, you were an alien.
Right.
I've dreamt of aliens on other planets. They come here. They visit us. They're spiritual beings. They're not what you think they are.
Right.
They are spiritual beings. And so you have to do your time. You have to do your time. Your soul has an age. You have to complete your soul. You ever heard of a baby being born and that baby only lives for 2 days? That baby completed its soul age.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So we kind of running out of time. So do me a favor, Miss Parker. Tell the people where they can find you at and how they can get in touch with you and shout out anything that you want to shout out.
Okay. So you can always get me on Instagram at Miss_Parker for real. I am on 92Q Tuesdays and Thursday mornings from 8:30 to 9. I would like to shout out Illustration Music Group, my business partner, Tim Official, at also Jakey Baby. I want to shout out Kelson, the Urban Informer. I appreciate you and love you much for this opportunity. I want to shout out Pork Chop. I love you dearly. I greatly appreciate you because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have met Kelson. And if it wasn't for Kelson, I wouldn't be on the radio. So I appreciate you guys for giving me my start. And I want to thank you all for having me.
Appreciate it.
I greatly appreciate you guys. I want to thank.
It was a long time coming though.
Yeah, it was definitely coming. I also want to thank all of my followers. I don't call them fans. I call them Parker family members. I want to thank every single one of my Parker family members because if it wasn't for you all, I would not have this platform. I greatly appreciate and love each and every single one of you, unless I told you I didn't like you.
Anybody you want to shout out, bro?
I want to shout you out. I'm gonna shout out my daughter, Scotland. Love you, baby. Everybody that follow AO Boutique, all the brands. My guy. I want to shout you out because the first thing you said resonated beyond what I would expect if anybody. I had somebody read me before. It wasn't nothing special, but to say that in the beginning is major to me because when I say I'm an entrepreneur, like it's like if I'm not doing this, I really can't breathe. Like I'm like, so when you said the whole LA thing, it was a little weird in a good way because I was like, I always seen that for some reason. I didn't know how I was gonna get there, but I always know like that's where I'm gonna be at.
The path is already made for you. It's purposeful. Everything you're doing now is purposeful. Everything you're doing right now, today, it's purposeful. It's already in your story. It's already in your story. You just got to get there. Okay. But you have to learn to sacrifice and leave stuff behind so that you can get there, so you can go back for it.
You just was saying that, bro.
It just happened. Okay. Y'all follow her,
Tell
man.
them where to
ASAP.
follow you at, bro.
Hey, man, Ayo_boutique, Ayo Boutique on everything, man. Please, man, follow me so you can follow him and then follow her, and then, you know, we keep it going, man.
Man,
That
y'all
was
know
dope.
what it is, man. Y'all can follow me at BockBoyz_Shuffa on all platforms. Make sure y'all follow the Coyote Man Show Network right here. Follow the Hooligan Express Radio, my guy Squirrel Wide. Y'all know we coming, man. Listen, each and every Tuesday we right here. Saturday and Sundays, Hooligan Express, y'all. We out. And listen, if it's not hot on the block, it's not hot at all. You know.